to all of my Capricorns. So let's get into it. Please make sure to get my book on Amazon. The link to that is in the description box below, to the Amazon page where you can finally pick up that book or buy it. Also, if this reading resonated with you and you'd like to get a personal reading from me, my email address is, as well as the link to my website are in the description box. So the cards that I come up with for the Capricorns: the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Justice, okay, the Five of Cups, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Capricorns, right? No major arcana that represents Capricorn, but the major arcana of Cancer Crabs does come up in the form of the Chariot, right? So what I'm seeing here for you Capricorns are those cards. A lot of you Capricorns want to basically create a relationship with somebody, but the problem is that if you're trying to create a relationship with somebody that you think has the bells and whistles as of right now, this is pretty much a relationship that is going up in smoke, because right, it's going to crash and burn. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not based on a very strong foundation. The premise of the relationship, whether it is that you Capricorns know it or not, it's not based upon building a rapport with somebody. And this person is your friend, your friend, romantic, you know what I mean? Your partner. It's not based off of that. It's based off of purely physical attraction. So I don't know if you Capricorns understand that or not, but being with this person is not going to be how it is that you think. So a lot of you Capricorns need to kind of steer clear of this and understand that. The Knight of Cups represents, and no, you're not going to be able to kind of flip this relationship into what it is that you think, where, you know, this person may have, you know, some form of, some form of a connection with you. It's purely physical, right? I don't want the Capricorns to end up getting themselves caught up in a situation where the Capricorns are delusional about what's going on, right? I'm not over here trying to sell y'all dreams on this channel here. I'm trying to essentially help you or assist you in freeing yourself. Not me freeing you, you free yourself by understanding what exactly is going on. So the Justice and the Five of Cups. The Justice and the Five of Cups represents this being a situation for you where the Justice is, just as I said before, this is where truth needs to show up. Okay? And this is, you may need to see more evidence, some of you, because you may not necessarily be listening to this reading in the sense of you may see it, but you may still go full speed ahead. Okay? Well, the Justice is going to give you more evidence of what it is I'm saying about how this person may not necessarily see this relationship the way you may want to see it. And then the Five of Cups is that, you may have some sort of interaction with them where you confront this person and this person tells you what it is, that they're not really in this relationship with you like that for the long term. They're here for a good time, not a long time. Now the Hierophant is about, the Hierophant and the Lovers is about how you should have used you should have paid attention to the signs that are pretty much obvious and that you shouldn't have been, some of you Capricorns shouldn't have been in denial, because some of you Capricorns are going to see this, and you're going to kind of try to see if I'm right? Well, okay, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but good luck with it, and then and the thing is that the Lovers represents, you still have a lot to learn in the context of love. A lot of people still do, I get, whenever this, like, I get an email address where, people want to know about relationships and stuff like this, regardless of who it is. A lot of people don't necessarily know about love. They still have a lot. They still have a lot to learn. They still have an incredible amount to learn, to the point where, to be honest with you, it's almost as if they just started learning about it the other day, because the rigidity of the people who come to me, right? And I'm not insulting them. What I'm trying to say is, is that you can tell that they are pretty much inexperienced in it, and that they haven't really been through much when it comes to the relationship portion of their life, because they're in a position where they're pretty much in a position where they still doing a lot of stuff that they would do if a person wasn't necessarily so experienced at it, right? Basically something that I would do when I was like 14. And I can tell, based off of what it is that they say to me, they obviously haven't been through even half of the things that I've been through, because not even a quarter, because they still have the rigidity of, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? What you do is relax. That's what it is that you do, is relax. Don't necessarily take dating too seriously, because especially in today's world where, we've entered into a world like this, I don't know if you are supposed to take dating too seriously, and if you do, you have to know what it is that you're looking out for. That's where I come into place. I'm here to try to give assistance to the people who contact me for personal readings, to help them figure out how they can spot someone that's better suited for them. Then you have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles are about how you Capricorns need to walk away from this relationship. It's not a relationship that's really built to last or built to be a functional one. The Eight of Pentacles is, and you have to start working on yourself. You have to start working on so many different things. You have to start working on building yourself up, right? You have to start from the bottom, right? You have to start building yourself up in a sense of figuring out who you are and what it is that you want. I say this a million times, because figuring out who you are and what you want helps cut through a lot of the BS very quickly. So you're supposed to learn from every relationship that you're in. That's what makes me qualified to talk about it, because I've been through the dating courses. I've been through, purchasing dating courses. I've been through, going when I was younger, going to the mall, in my city, one of the big malls in my city, and talking to, talking to the people who I'm talking to at that age. I've been through all of that. I've been through, excuse me. I've been through people who are cheating on you, stuff like this. You get, they don't want to hang out with you when you're trying to hang out with them. And the only way that you get a chance to speak to them is over, over the phone and stuff like this, after school. But you see them face to face when you head into class and stuff like this. And, then when you hear a word, yo, such and such was hanging out with such and such up at such and such. And then you get a chance to actually see how the person who you was kicking it with dresses for such and such. And they won't do that for you. It's hilarious. So sorry, that put me down memory lane. But the thing is that I've been through all of that already, right? So since I've been through all of that already, it to me, it's pretty much a walk in the park. To you Capricorns, it may be like, what's going on, That's why it is that you should come through and get a reading from me. So let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The Chariot, oh wow. The Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands. You're going to try to, a lot of you Capricorns are going to try to leave this person alone, but you're going to come up with an excuse to stay. Pretty much. Then you have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands. The Four of Wands is that because you're hoping that the relationship will even itself out. The Seven of Wands, it's not. Seven is the number of love or destruction. So, love or destruction. Because 13, which is a destructive number, is the seventh number in the Fibonacci sequence. So, right? So 7 and 13 are connected at the hip. So again, that's why it is that the number of the Moors, right, on the circle seven Quran is 7, right? And our lucky day is Friday the 13th. There you go. So this is the situation of what you're dealing with. What the Seven of Wands represents is that you're not going to be in a even relationship with the person, because the person's not going to let you, because you're always going to get yourself into something with this person, because they're going to stir up the drama, right? Because that's how they make it exciting, because they know that their relational skills is trash. Okay, that's what they do. Now let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Temperance. The Knight of Pentacles is about how this is about you, and more than it is about them. This is about how you need to build yourself. You need to strengthen yourself. You need to make yourself more powerful by not allowing people to scapegoat you. The Fool is about you setting yourself free. The Fool is a wild card. You having to learn to be a little bit more of a wild card. This is like in poker, or the some of the tarot decks, it'll have this card, or even in the playing cards with spades and things of this nature, the Joker, right, or the wild card is the Fool, because the Fool can transform into any card It's the most powerful card out of the tarot deck. It really is. It represents the number 0. So it represents Aleph. It represents no form, unpredictability, right? The ability to laugh at everything and everyone. And you should develop that ability, Capricorn, because it'll be really good for you, Capricorns, especially considering that a lot of Capricorns don't laugh, right? Not saying that they don't. I'm saying a lot of them don't laugh. And it usually takes the Capricorns going through some stuff and them getting over it emotionally for them to start laughing, which is fair. But a lot of the Capricorns, they spend a lot of their life not laughing. So the Fool represents, you have to learn to be a little bit more of a wild card, just like, I wouldn't say just like them, because they are a wild card, but I mean, they're not really, because you know what they're on. They're playing games. And the Temperance represents, because if you expect them to be darling little angels, that's not the case. The Temperance is a trickery card, because the Temperance is about how they want you to think that they are good, right? When in actuality, they're not goody two shoes. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.